What's up? All right, so Copper Truth asked me to make this video. Copper's a long time subscriber, so he asked me to make a video within reason. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna watch it, and that's cool with me. Let's talk about leaving America because I've been contemplating leaving the country because of what the police are doing to black people. Uh, it's gotten so bad now that recently a police officer shot and killed a pregnant black woman who and their police department justified it, and so they have no boundaries. I mean, when and she was unarmed, and he just stood right over her, and he just took her out. And when when people say it's justified, when people try to make an excuse to justify that type of action, we know that no one cares about black people. I mean, if they can just walk up and just do something like that, and the situation was she lived there. The officer lived in the same building. Again, so we're not safe around them, even though you may know them. You're not safe around them. They can turn on you like a pit bull and take you out of here, and America will be like, that's justified. You know, I think the woman went for his taser, but that's what they say, but it didn't look like that to me. She was trying to block herself from being tased. So he whips out his, service issue. These are not real cops, anyways. These are not real cops. Real cops are voted in. There hasn't been a real cop voted in over 50 years. These are private hired goon security. They're not real cops. And, I've been looking at people who claim to be Moors and try to understand that. And you got, like that's the real thing. There are people who are like, I'm a Moor. I don't have to, like you're a fictitious, officer. You're not an officer to me. Like this is our land. And when you look at it, the white people aren't from here. They're not from America. This is not their land. But they claim it by conquest. And because they claim it by conquest, they feel that they can commit these heinous crimes. And they're doing it all over the world. They're committing crimes and then locking people up and then, taking their life away. Sometimes not even locking you up for a bag of weed, or because you say you know where to buy it, or because you know somebody who bought it. It's just like you guys are growing poppy fields in countries all over the place. You guys gave the cartels weapons. Our president did this. Barack Obama did this. Gave them weapons in a program called Fast and Furious, and marked the AK-47s. Took all the serial numbers down, and they wanted to see how far up the chain that they would go, and they got caught when one of those weapons killed a police officer, a border police. You got the border police committing all kind of heinous crimes. You got the city cops are just dirty and guilty and just robbing people and harassing people for just for driving, just pulling you over for, and then starting problems with you, like they're obeying a law, law-abiding citizens obeying a law, pulling you over, and then say that there's not a problem, is there? It's like you pulled me over, you tell me, watch your attitude, like get out, like I'm a full-grown man, like what do you want? You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, it's get out the car. And if you say no, then that's pretty much your life. You know, they're going to take your car away. They're going to strip your car when they get it. They're going to put you behind bars, keep you there with some trumped up charges. And the whole thing is a lie. That's not justice. There are very few officers to me who are actually doing what they're supposed to do. Most of them look at me as a criminal on sight. So I don't have no. I mean, the stuff that they're doing is just straight up crime. It's straight up crime, and I can't tell the good from the bad. I don't even try. I don't want to. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. If a police officer moved in next door to me, I'm leaving. And you would think if one lived next door to you, like you're safe. No. If a cop moved in next door to me, I am leaving. I'm leaving. I'm packing it up. I'm out. I'm leaving. As soon as that lease is over, and if I could afford to break the lease, I'm breaking it. I'm not coming nowhere near you. I don't want to be nowhere around you. I don't want to know you. I don't want to talk to you. You know, if they try to, stop me and talk to me, I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to answer them and keep walking. And if they ask me something I don't want to answer, I'm just say, look, I don't answer questions. And I'm going to just keep walking, you know. I'm going to just keep walking. I don't really want to talk to you. I don't want to talk about it. I didn't commit a crime. I'm out. So, as far as leaving America, this is why. It's because, the the terroristic acts that the police are committing. I mean, when you look at the bloody history and what they've done to black people, it's just so bad, and it's just getting worse. And some people are like, stay in the country. It's a good country. The country's good. The countryside is good. But the part about it is you don't know. I mean, they could roll up. They're rolling up into people's houses and knocking them off. The problem is you're not safe. You think you're safe until it happens to you. It's just like, why did you, do this to this person? And then they make up some trumped up excuse that makes no sense. So, nah, it's not safe.
What up, Tom?
What up, Steve? It's not safe. And of course, there are other countries that are worse, but there are some countries that are not worse. You know, you should be able to, if you were free in this country, you should be, you should be able to walk around. You should be able to mind your business and be okay. You should not be afraid to call the police if you need to. Like, I'm afraid to call them. I'd rather just work it out on my own, unless I really need, because you don't know if you call them, they might run up in here with the jammy and then tear everything up. I mean, it's happened so many times. So it's just getting worse and worse. And every day on World Star Hip Hop, you see the same thing. So yeah, I'm just not feeling good about. Like, I might, what I might do? I might just move to a countryside, to like the far countryside, to a place that's like the countryside is not a terrible choice. So you'd be looking at. Did somebody say something? Yeah, the countryside is not a terrible choice. So you'd be looking at like I mean, like some of that's really rural. But then again, the feds can just roll up in your crib at any time too and claim it's their land when it's not their land. Like, this is our land. This is not your land. You know what I'm saying? This is United States. It's the United States, but it's not your land. The federal government doesn't own that land, and they know they don't own that land. But they bully you and they overpower you, and if you don't listen to them, then they come at you with taxes. They put liens on your house, on your property. harass you at your jobs. They do whatever, follow you around all the time. You know what I'm saying? Anything to provoke you to have a reaction where you would protect yourself. Send all kind of people out after. I've had it done to me, not with the federal government, but with the local police. Came out and destroyed my car. So I mean, yeah, there are countries that's worse, but this country, I just don't know.